Hi, so this is another requested video from, now she goes by S, but it's S Wong 20, or is it Swong 20? I think it's S Wong 20. And she was wondering about my hair product raves, and again, I tend not to use that many products, but there are some raves and some sort of, well, I'll just show you what I have and a little brief rundown on them. So we saw this. We saw the glossing cream from the other video, or maybe not, maybe you didn't watch that one. I actually quite like it. It's got the olive oil that I really like, and you know, it feels really nice. It doesn't weigh down. It's not, you know, really greasy feeling or anything. It has a very clean sort of scent, and obviously that will just last you forever. I think it was 25, 6, 7, 8, somewhere in there in Canada. So there's that. So I actually really like that glossing cream. Another one that I have is of the similar type is this Kerastase Reflections Chroma Protect. Also kind of a clean fragrance. I used to use this for a really long time, just the tiniest bit. I think it does actually pretty much give you the same result as the glossing cream. It says here it protected polishing cream, all types of color treated hair. Now I don't color my hair anymore and haven't for a really long time, but I just found that this was sort of the one that I went into. I don't know why. I think because the other stuff that it had was for really thin. It was like the green one. It was really thin hair, and I don't have thin hair. But, oh, and you know what? I think the rep was there, and she said, yeah, no, try this one. And so this is actually $50 Canadian. So, you know, price difference, and honestly, I think they do the same things. You definitely don't have to go out and splurge on this one unless you really love this line, and it is pretty terrific actually. So I got that with the Nutri Sculpt. I'm actually using it today, and you know what? I actually do like it. I think I'm gonna sort of pull this one out more. It's water soluble, so you know when you rinse your hands it just completely rinses off, so I really like that. I don't like having that residue. I mean, I think with this, when I wash my hand, you can still feel it. I think maybe because of the olive oil a little bit, but you know, I guess it moisturizes your hands. And this one, you know, I think it's got that little bit of a silicone-y feeling, which I can't stand on my face. On my hair it's fine. But what the heck was I saying? Yeah, right. This one, totally water soluble, and you know, I did nothing to my hair as usual today, and it was just kind of looking like a big lump, so I thought, oh, you know, maybe I'll try this, and I just put a little bit through and just ran it, and you know what? It did make a difference. It actually makes quite a bit of a difference. So yeah, I'm really liking this. Same thing. You know, the fragrance, there definitely is a fragrance, and it's really pleasant. So I like that. And it's the Vinyle Nutri Sculpt. And I think this probably ran, well, also probably in the high 40s, maybe 50. You know, it's a pretty pricey line, quite frankly. Yeah, but you know what? It'll last you. It'll last you for a really long time. Like I said, I had that other one for years. Mind you, I didn't use it all that much. And this I've had for years too. And this is the Kerastase Restorative Masquintense. I think that's the way they say it. And you know, there's can you even see that? There's quite a bit left. This one has quite a perfumey smell. I will say that. It's quite perfumed. Now this, I think the reason why I don't use it that often is because it sort of says, you know, put on sort of damp hair, towel dried hair, and then leave it on for 5 minutes and then rinse it out. And I just thought to myself, you know, like, you know what's so gay? I actually bought a bathrobe specifically to use this because I would shower and then I would get out, put on a bathrobe because, you know, soaking wet, towel dry my hair as best I could, put this thing on, leave it in for 5 minutes, and then hop right back into the shower to rinse it out. And I don't know that many people who are really going to do that. And, you know, would it have been easier if I just ran my hair under the sink and then done it that way? But no, I mean, I like clean hair. I like to do these steps when it's clean. So I'm sure there's a smarter way to do it. I just, you know, so I didn't use it that much. And what I tended to do now was just use it in the shower. You know, screw it, whatever. I know they mean towel dried, meaning it can really absorb into your hair rather than it being soaking wet in the shower. But, and it did give a better result that way, but I thought using it in the shower sometimes was just as good. So yeah, also a bit pricey and quite perfumey, but works like a mofo. So, you know, there you go. The other sort of conditioning thing I got was this little Ojon. I actually bought from, I think, the shopping channel or something. I got the huge things of the Ojon shampoo and conditioner with a big old pump. I've replenished that a couple of times now. I really quite like Ojon. I also have used Jason's, which is an all natural thing. What else? Some other stuff. A couple of drugstore ones too. And this is where you put it on dry hair, and then hop in, and then you can shampoo and condition afterwards. And this, it has a little thing that you can burp to get the air out. I've used quite a bit of it. And it's really quite a gooey, well, not gooey, it's quite hard, like a very hard butter. And, you know, I take a big chunk and I emulsify and it goes into an oil. And then you put that all over your hair. And it definitely works. But this thing smells like a pack of cigarettes. It's really tobacco-y, earthy. Gosh, reminds me of when I used to smoke for 25. Can you believe that I used to smoke for 20-something years? Crazy, right? Yeah. Whew. But again, because you're putting that in and then hopping into the shower, so you're shampooing all of that out and stuff. So that's that. Definitely worked as well. The Chi that I mentioned for when you flat iron and you want to protect. Totally good and fine. I'm sure there's better stuff out there too. Again, that was the first one. Why am I even bothering to close that? Okay, right. And because I hate that feeling, I've been trying out dry shampoos. And this one is the Oscar Blandi Pronto Dry Shampoo. And I got a little baby one, and then I got this one because I kind of shopped around, and the other ones, I heard the spray really clogs. Anything with the spray kind of clogs. So I went for this, which is just that, and then you kind of go along in streaks. Now, what I don't understand is, you know, blonde hair is the sort of rarest naturally existing hair color. I mean, less than 10% are natural blondes, and I know everyone else, you know, kind of joins the blonde bandwagon. But most of us are brunette, and this thing is white. So I don't understand why they can't just make this and then make a black powder with it. That would just make life too easy, wouldn't it? Life isn't that easy, but they should do that. And if anyone knows of one in Canada, because I have had wonderful people tell me, oh, try this and that and stuff at Sally's, CCO. Oh my gosh, you know, if I hear Sally's one more time, just because we don't have those things. But so if anyone knows in Canada, that would be awesome. But what I really love about this is the fact that it smells like lemons, like really clean lemons, because, you know, sometimes when your hair is dirty, it can tend to be a little bit smelly, you know, let's be honest here, it's kind of not pleasant. So this really makes me feel better, just makes me feel better emotionally, where I'm like, oh, that's so fresh, oh, that's me, you know, and you're not feeling dirty and gross. So I know they have other lines, I think even Frederic Fekkai, but it didn't have a fragrance, and I actually really love it because this has a fragrance. So there's that. And then the last one is this Bumble&Bumble thickening spray. Now, I've gotten this because my stylists always use it. My hair, when I walk out, looks so fantastic, but this sucker leaves your hair so crunchy and so, like, it's sticky and stripped. Maybe if I took the time to really do what he does with it, I think I would get amazing results, because this stuff really volumizes and thickens and does all this stuff. It's just, it takes a heck of a lot longer for my hair to dry when I'm using this. And it feels really almost stripping in some ways. I don't know. So needless to say, I really haven't used it that much, but every time I come back from the salon and I see what he's done, I use this the next day. and then I'm like, oh gosh, I'm not getting, oof, you know. So anyways, ramble, la-di-da-di-da. I hope you found that useful, S.